So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, there is here, and that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
They came, they saw, and they were sent packing. Thank you everyone for your support today. You were more than just our 12th man.
Arsenal going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we asked that, and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Unlucky lads. Let's hope for better luck next time.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And as you can see, we've already started here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveller, especially here.
Dia! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Dia looks to get on the end of this. Dia! And that's a good ball. Great chance! Yes! First blood drawn. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Tottenham have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Takes a shot! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now, can they get him away? Tottenham are looking to go forward now. And he shoots! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
In with the challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Quarter of an hour played. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Elliott looking to play him in, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great vision. And the through ball. Oh, super ball. And that is expertly dealt with. He's having a go. That comes as a mighty relief. Oh, Red, nice interception. Shot, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Arsenal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now that's a lovely exchange. That's really well manoeuvred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bentancur, still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Shapes to shoot! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting better and better.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Elliott deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Mane, that's an untidy challenge, free kick given, and he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
There was plenty of power on that. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's through and all alone! Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Shaqiri with a real chance here, so a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Elliott. Coming on to replace him is number 5.
Shoots! Tottenham blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Danjuma unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Arsenal are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Arsenal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Danjuma, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's made its way to him. Good ball, good take. Elects to cross. And it's Gomez. Now this could be a chance. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mane. Fofana calmly anticipates. Gomez. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, and the danger is averted.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Madueke.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
They get a throw in. That's the throw. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Driving forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. And we hit half-time. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
That's the first half then. A rocky start, to say the least. But that won't shake our spirits, will it?
So off we go once more.
Arsenal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Meslier getting this one clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gnonto. And they can counter here. Quality ball. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And here's Mane. Bentancur. Gomez. And it's Shaqiri. And it's been played through. There's the shot! In he goes again! Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. No way through. Looking for options for movement. That looks a cracking ball. He's having a shot! Oh, almost a sixth.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Shaqiri goes short, and he's being shifted off it. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Struck. Madueke. Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. He's had a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Madueke.
Arsenal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolute.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Shot down Juma! And it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
62,005.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tottenham are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, what about a counter-attack? Spread neatly. Now it's Gnonto. Fofana cuts out the pass. Goes forward. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's found a way through. It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look...
Big chance! They've done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Pinches it off him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good strength. He's played it back. Can he get on the end of this? Bogle makes the interception. Gomez. Gnonto. Now this could be a chance. That's really well cleared. Bentancur. And it's Shaqiri. He's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! They've scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Substitutions taking place.
Tottenham can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Gnonto. Shaqiri. Just 5 minutes left. Dia! Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Gnonto. Tanaka.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Shaqiri. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance here. Crosses it in. Bogle gets good distance. He's gone for goal. And that's past the post. Gnonto. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super find. There's the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Gnonto. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. He's picked his way through. Hangs one in. It's Shaqiri! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
And a quick announcement now for anybody interested.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this
Hello,
so
everybody, and
engraved
welcome
into
to
sporting
today's
history.
match.
These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both...
Great chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, they could be caught out here. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Arsenal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And it's Shaqiri. Great defending, strong and determined. Estupinian did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gomez. Dia! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Dia deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Shaqiri. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been slung wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Danjuma. That is lovely. Gomez. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Elliott. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot could be on. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Elliott. He's looking wide. And it's Mane.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Mane really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving.
He's one-on-one, surely! Can he finish? Yes, it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's going to be a booking. He's tried one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising. And he's on his way! Oh, shoot! Chance for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Elliott. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Danjuma. Can he get it through? Gomez. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Dia pinches it off him.
Dia really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for the run. Dia. Oh, poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now, can they get him away? He's ended up in no man's land. Early ball out from the back. Tries to play it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, cracking ball. And Body! Shaqiri. Gomez. And now the breakaway. And he's managed to get free. He's found some... Can he finish? That could spell trouble. This time, surely! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. Shaqiri plays it short. He's having a shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Tottenham take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Gnonto. Looking for options for movement. He's through here. Bentancur. Danjuma. Now it's Danjuma. It's a searching pass.
Has been indicated.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bogle. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Gnonto. Thinks one through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Gnonto. Gnonto. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery, The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gnonto. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bout of putt. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's got in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
That's tidy. Shaqiri. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Madueke. Now it's Elliott. Gomez. Shaqiri. That's Gomez. Opts for safety. Danjuma looking to play him in. And this is Shaqiri. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Madueke. Tottenham are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's...
And the shot! There it is! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's in a great position here. That's cause for mild irritation.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know,
yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So, time for changes on
13,
both sides, actually.
Gomez.
Looks to me as though this is
9,
probably a little too far out for a
4.
shot.
Coming on the field, number 8.
Trustbar comes to the rescue.
Number 30, number 14. Substitution in progress.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rincon is wide and looking to get onto this. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, a delicate chip through. Nice interception, well timed. And reclaimed it in a trice. Fofana calmly anticipates. Carlos Soler. Dia. Carlos Soler gets into some space. Here's Carlos Soler! Oh, that is rather wayward.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell.
Big chance! He should have put that one away.
Dia has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Tottenham have their third corner. They've played it short. Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitution on the field. Number 29.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number 3.
Arsenal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is a crunching tackle. Arsenal have their second corner now. Goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Borisho, oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrible, and one more try! So close to drawing level.
Aronson is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Carlos Soler, and he's worked it through. That's Dia. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Tottenham could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Aronson.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Frankie Chan. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Frankie Chan. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Borisho. He's on it. Can he get away? Borisho. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Borisho is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
A fine win for our boys.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.